Learning about revolution is so boring. I mean, why do we have to learn this stuff anyway?
Yeah, there's so much more important things I could be doing right now.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, I've been studying for hours.
Let's go watch some TV.
No, I can't take this study anymore.
So are we still up for TV?
Yeah!
In my second treatise of civil government, you can see my views on popular sovereignty, the belief that the government was created by the people and should rule for the people, but also that people have the right to abolish or reform the government, which is evidenced by the quote from the American Declaration of Independence that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Religious tolerance is important, just like freedom of speech. I'm sick of the government and church officials censoring writings that don't meet their agendas.
Aristocrats contribute to society just as much as peasants or artisans do. As argued in my book, The Social Contract, everyone should be politically equal, evident in this quote from the Declaration on the Rights of Man that all citizens have the right to participate either personally or through representation in making the law.
That was weird.
Just because the British need money after winning the 7 Years' War doesn't mean they can just tax me like this. I have to pay a tax on molasses because of the Sugar Act, on important items through the Townshend Act, not to mention the Quartering Act, where I have to house soldiers in my own home. The British government taxed the colonies without any form of representation in the government. Someone needs to do something about this. We need to revolt against the British. No taxation without representation.
You know what I don't get? Why I have to pay unreasonable taxes when the nobility is exempt from them. I have to pay the church 1/10 of my income, a land tax, a 5% tax, and a tax on the number of people living in my family. Plus, bread rose by 67% in 1789 alone. How ridiculous. We need change. We need revolution.
It's not fair that the majority of the third estate, which includes serf, free peasants, and urban residents, aren't represented well in the Estates General. I mean, we are the majority of the French population, consisting of about 24 million people. We wanted reform, and we were denied of that, so we created the National Assembly. But then, the other estates refused to hear us out, so we stormed the Bastille for weapons.
I don't understand why the Third Estate is so angry. I needed a way to raise more revenue due to a high-costing military, and the only way to do that was through taxes on French nobility. They weren't happy about this, so I called the Estates General on May 1789 in hopes of authorizing new taxes. The Third Estate wanted reform, while the First and Second Estates, the Roman Catholic clergy and nobles, opposed. I never win in these situations.
Can we talk about fake people for a minute? Like, if my people are going to be taxed, then I find it so offensive that no colonial settlers have any say in parliament. Just because we're an ocean away doesn't mean they can do that to us. Yeah.
I think that seems like enough TV.
Yeah, we should get back to studying.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Everyone likes to
stand
like,
up.
yeah,
I remember
turn
standing
around
up
and
and
be
walking
like,
away,
yeah,
right?
and then be like, okay, why are we so excited?
Because TV.
Yeah.
Ms.Hadi doesn't let us watch TV.
Oh, that's like